Okay, yeah, you are tuned in to TRAXXfm. Today we have something very interesting that we're going to be talking about. Something that we don't talk about much, right? And today we're talking about giving back, carrying forward, and honoring our elders. Joining us today is Puan Faezah Ali, and she's the manager of Mesra Home Ampang and also an author. She also brought her books along with us today. If you're currently on our TikTok, you can definitely see those. Now, what matters on TRAXXfm today is about something that touches all of us, because growing old is a journey that every one of us will eventually take. And in Malaysia, respecting, caring for elders is something that is of an important value. But in today's fast-paced world, are we still giving our elderly the time, the attention, the dignity that we truly deserve? Today, we are looking at the meaning of giving back and caring forward, and how a simple act of care can make a profound difference in someone's later years. And joining me today is Mesra Home Ampang's manager, Puan Faezah Ali, a former trained nurse whose journey into elder care has also inspired her to become an author. Two different paths in life. Puan Faezah, welcome to What Matters. And absolute pleasure having you here today. So how are you?
Fine, thank you, KG.
All right. So
thank you so much for inviting me, for sharing.
We definitely have to thank our producer for that, Mr. Herman.
Thank you, Haji Herman.
Oh, yes, Haji Herman. I completely forgot. Haji Herman is our producer for the show today. And we start off with the questions because I think there's a lot that we're going to be talking about, so I don't want to run out of time. We start off with from nurse, and right now you have a self-given title of Penjaga Nenek. And Puan Faezah, let's start with your personal journey. You were trained as a nurse, and then you had experience caring for elderly and palliative patients. What was the moment that made you decide that this is what I want to dedicate to my life, which is caring for elderly women at Mesra Home?
Okay, I share a bit lah. I work with Pantai Cheras Medical Center as a staff nurse for 5 years. I'm doing more on tender loving care.
TLC.
Yes.
Just like that song.
Yes.
Okay.
And after that, I moved to Hospice Malaysia. I work as a palliative care nurse. I'm doing more on quality of life.
Yes.
So this is one of my ambition. Wanted to open a nursing home. But even it's happened that it's an NGO type of nursing home. This is what we call God. We plan, but God will decide.
I understand. And I can see that you are tearing up thinking about your journey. I do have tissues. Would you like some?
I think it's okay.
Yeah, right.
I tried my best to hold it. And I think it's about...
But this is passion, this is love, and this is your life's calling.
Yes.
Right? And
yes. This
not everyone gets that, you see, to be able to answer their life's calling, and I'm glad that you have been able to answer yours.
Yeah. It's not a only job, but it's extra that I've been calling in life. I am the caretaker of grandma. Keep going.
And absolutely. And you know what? We love our grandmas here. I think they're the sweetest people around. I mean, my grandmother was a bit scary. Now, she back in the day, I still remember going back because I come from Felda settlers, right? So I used to stay there for a bit. My grandmother was scary. But to think, after I grew, because she passed on when I was very young, I was about 10 when she passed on. I realized there's a reason why she was that scary, because she needed to be strong for her family of close to... She had 9 children, right? And she had to be strong for all of them because my grandfather was in and out of the picture. So, yeah, we will put him aside for now. But my grandmother was a very strong woman, and I think that is something that Malaysia has a lot. Very strong women, right? And I'm pretty sure you are one of them as well. Now, we talk about menjaga orang tua, right?
Okay.
I don't want to call them orang tua. We'll just call them neneks.
Yes.
Right? Many people immediately think about food, medicine, bathing, and daily physical care. But from your experience, what does true care actually mean, especially when it comes to their emotional needs, dignity, and feeling that they still matter? Because you work on both ends, physical as well as the mental aspect.
Yes.
So let's talk about that.
Okay. It's again talk about tender loving care. So yes, I'm agreed with you. Giving food, taking care of their health, might be everyone can do. This is what we call that easy to say but not easy to do it. So tender loving care is like full of care that are you listen? Are you a listener? Are you a good listener? Are you understand? Are you really respect them? And in terms of like tender living care, also we focus on psychosocial support. So it's not only the physical part. That's why it's good to know the 4 aspects in life before you become a caretaker. And I think the important, like you said, preserving the dignity, making them feel that they are important as a human being, but not burden. That's challenging.
That is true, yeah, because like we cannot control exactly what people think, right? Especially once they always say once you get a certain age you become stubborn.
Yeah.
It's not that. You have a lifetime of experience and you've seen the world change so much that you need to take into account their experience, right? So like sometimes I don't think my grandmother was stubborn or anything, like, because my personal experience would be my grandmother, because like she's like the only older generation person that I know of that I've had very close contact to. Like I've always thought she was stubborn, but as I grew older, as I grew in age, I realized that her stubbornness stems from 60, 70 years of experience going through life hardships and being able to, anticipate change. So sometimes you feel like they're stubborn. No, it's because they know exactly what's going to happen.
Yes, definitely that we learn if we are always with the grandma, like especially like me. I've been doing my job. I've been a caretaker almost 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think just imagine that I've been look after elderly who having mental illness. So it's not only schizophrenia, bipolar, major depression, but they blind, they deaf, and they're mute. So that's what looking at them. Yeah, this is normal for me because even the tears coming. But I feel still like wanted to do something like the best for me, for my side.
Yes.
So yes, I think
like this is a journey. Like we always hear about caretakers. It's not a job.
Yes.
It's not a job.
It's about caretaker.
Yeah, like it's a journey that not many people can and will do. Right, even if you give them a lot of money, most of the time there is not a lot of money in it.
Yes.
Even if you give them a lot of money, not many people will do, because like it involves a lot of mental strength on your side, a lot of physical strength on your side, and you need your support system as well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, understand that. Yeah, right. Now, one thing that I've noticed, right, over the years now, as the world gets faster and faster and faster, we are losing the core element of what used to be Malaysia, right? It used to be, so everybody used to be kakak, everybody used to be abang. We never called anyone older than our even at work, even till today, it's like Haji.
Yes.
Or if it's not a Haji, I'll call him abang or something like that. And we don't call people by name, right? That is our culture, a culture of respect. But have you seen this going down and with busy careers, families living apart? Do you think that this culture of caring for elders is slowly changing? And from your opinion, what can we do to preserve it?
Yes, I agree, because life is very busy right now. Yeah, I aware that I think is good to understand that traditional culture before this, that we are staying together. But now we have our own house. We have our own family. So seldom meeting each other.
Yeah, it's like then, for Raya,
for Raya, only for the occasion. Festival. So I think that's why we lack actually a communication and giving awareness about love is very important.
That's so true.
That's what I'm doing it. Yeah, and that's happened that in our our TikTok, we also sharing. We start having the school of life. So we start with the communication. We speak more on we start with the I love you, grandma. I love you, mom. I love you, dad. So I think very important that you take a note that communication. Try to improve more on communication within your family. So might be phone call to your parents frequent. Some of them might be every day will be better. You can just like simple words.
Yes.
So I think that's can be improved, and then more on like doing workshop about about this issue,
Yeah, true, true.
this
true.
method.
Yeah.
So
I still think that staying together as a big large family is one of the best things to do. No, thankfully for the past year I've had that opportunity to do so because I recently had my son, so
Okay.
I'm very scared of nurseries and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So
I
he's with
think-
my mother, and I can tell you that my son is enjoying growing up,
Oh.
right? Because my mother is very loving, and then I make sure that my wife's mother also he gets to meet very as often as possible. So I think having the older generation in the family allows for thriving children, and they get
Actually,
spoiled
this is
lah.
the best teaching station, for the family member. So if you already have grandmother at home, mother, parents at home, and then your children will learn better.
Yeah.
So they see that love is there.
Yeah.
So they will continue bringing the love to the family.
Absolutely, that's
Definitely they will help, maybe look after you.
yeah.
Eji.
Because I'm strict. My wife is a teacher, so she's even more strict. So the spoiling one is the grandmother and the grandfather. So that's
But good to have both, right?
absolutely, because like sometimes we cannot do everything by ourselves.
Yes.
They say like I'm pretty sure your job as taking care of as a caretaker of 25 women, elderly women. No, it takes an entire village to do so. Just like raising a child,
Yeah.
and it's absolutely tough. You know what? I would love to talk more about this.
I get to know myself also because I'm a talkative person and
I
my
can
husband
see.
is very quiet.
He is.
Yes, he's quiet. So when I go home, I seldom talk. But we have a good communication in terms of like sign language and also our facial expression. We show our love in different way. But we can see very warm lah in our home. It's like still loving,
Yes.
still happy.
Yes.
So I think good lah to have different
the balance.
different character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, kan?
Yeah. It allows
allows.
everyone involved to feel different spectrums of the
I think
emotion.
that's beautiful.
That is beautiful. It is. It is. We're gonna take a short break. We're gonna listen to a beautiful song, and once we come back, there's more that we're gonna be talking about. Also, we are on TikTok. Puan Faezah Ali is on her TikTok as well. What is your TikTok?
Aku Penjaga Nenek.
Aku Penjaga Nenek. Go check her out there as well. You can also come to TRAXXfm's TikTok and check us out. We're talking about giving back, carrying forward, honoring our elders. This is something that, in my personal opinion, we are currently lacking. We need to do
Yes.
more. We need to do more.
Shrinking down.
Absolutely. Right now, let's get on back with it on the music side, and we will be back. Hey there, welcome back. Come and we are on What Matters, and this is TRAXXfm, of course. We're talking about giving back, carrying forward, honoring our elders. Joining us is Puan Faezah Ali, manager of Mesra Home Ampang, as well as an author. You can join us on TikTok. She's live on TikTok as well. And you know what? Today is a very, very emotional and very touching topic, especially because I think it resonates with all of us, especially our age, right? So for those who our grandmothers are no longer around or mothers are no longer around, yeah, it really touches us because those was the generation that grew all us up. Now today we're gonna refocus as well, and because a lot of people think once you're older, as long as you give them the physical care, good enough, but it's not.
Yes.
Right, the elderly need companionship as well, not just a roof. Now, at Mesra Home, many of the residents have different backgrounds and challenges, including health and mental health issues. From your experience, what is the one thing the elderly people often need, but society may overlook it?
Okay. Understand the biggest need. We need caretaker, caregiver. The problem is we give them money. We give our parents money. We give home. We give food. But we left them alone. So, what is the solution? They need attention. But
True.
we never think or we never understand.
That's the thing, right? They say the disease of the body can be cured, but if there's a disease of the mind, especially loneliness, it's very, very tough to do anything.
Same like medicine. Medicine can heal your pain or that. But for the soul, you need love.
Yeah, betul. The sakit hati.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand.
That's why I like when I'm here with Mesra Home, I do more on like beli jiwa. I beli jiwa them, and they are so happy, and it's like transfer to me back. I'm so happy too.
Yeah. Let me ask you, right? Are you the soft and cuddly kind, like when you talk to your, with your attendees, or are you like la nenek ni?
Okay, I'm actually a hard woman life. See,
Yes, very tough.
But when I talk with them, suddenly I change. I think I learn a lot by looking at them. That's like I see a lot of mirror. I think every day I see a mirror on me. So I always try my best how to make other people happy, how to make grandma happy. So I use voice. I can sing.
Oh wow!
So basically, I'm not really talk much with them, but I sing for them. Yeah. Example like today is what day? Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it is Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday I always sing something like hari ini hari apa?
Oh.
Hari ini hari Selasa.
Oh wow! You've got amazing voice.
Nenek sedang buat apa? Duduk saja. This is what we call beli jiwa. Many people happy when I share with TikTok, IG, you see Facebook. So we have many people are looking like what skill that I'm using. So actually it's very simple because I love to sing, so I just sing. But might be this is what the grandma want because they want attention. They want some people like concentrate on them, like like attention, like sayang them, understand about them, listen to them.
Yeah, like I think I'm the complete opposite. I'm very rough. Like even with my mother, I'm like wow, I'm always like that. But the thing is, she responds to me only when I do that.
But she responds to you soft, right?
No, she doesn't. My mom's also rough. She's been rough since she was young. My mom is the reason why I'm so strict. She is also very strict. But with my son, no lah. She's the complete opposite. Lebur.
Yes, I think that's what happened, because we learn from each other.
Yeah.
Like me, I have 24 grandma. So one grandma is different. One grandma sometimes very hard, very harsh, very what you say, very straight. And one of the grandma, very soft spoken, always want sayang. And that's why I also sometimes mix up, you see. Sometimes I also get angry,
Yeah.
sometimes very loud. My voice is very loud.
Yeah, it all depends, right? Because like this is something that it's in your soul, and
Yes.
you will know how to deal with it as it comes by here. And absolutely lovely to hear that you are taking care of 25 different souls, and 25 souls that might not have anyone if you're not there. Absolutely lovely to hear that. Now, you have also said that the elderly residents, like literally earlier, you said they have taught you many things about life, including patience, understanding yourself, and learning to manage your emotions, including anger. Now, after all these years of caring for them, what's the biggest lesson that your neneks have taught you?
Okay. Again, I always remember that slow down, Faezah Ali. Slow down. Because I think tearing, like crying is like difficult for me because when I saw them go into their journey, so it's like sometimes the tears is coming by her dengan tak sengaja that my own crying. So I always remember mirror to myself. Yeah, manage my own stress, manage my own anger, and the big lesson is life is short.
It is.
Be kind today, because one day we will also old and weak.
True.
So that will make me strong. So I hope whoever listen to the radio also can understand.
Absolutely. This is shout out to all our listeners out there, right? This is something that we really need to think about, as all of us think that we are invincible, for a move. When I was in my 20s, I thought I will never die. That the 20s bring that to you.
Yes.
But, as I grew older, as more responsibilities in life came by, I realized that, there are certain things in life that, we really need to think about, especially getting older, getting weak. And what do we do for others? Are we being good because of community, or are we being good because of morals or religion, or are we being good because it's us, right? So we really need to think about that. Now, I understand that not everyone can take care of their parents, right? But for listeners who love their parents but may feel overwhelmed because of work, finances, distance, or the demands of caregiving, what would you say to them? How can we start caring for elderly better without feeling that we have to do everything perfectly?
Okay. Whoever look after their parents or grandmothers, you guys are caregiver. Yeah. So caregiver, you are not alone. Yeah. Stop being perfect. Normal is you feel tired. Normal if you feel stressed and something guilty, but continue learning. Like keep going. I like the hashtag is keep going. So sometimes that we need to always like say, not say puji, but giving appreciate ourselves. Yeah, this is what I'm doing. Because if not, sometimes you will get like putus asa as well, because it's a challenging job. Yeah?
It is.
Yeah, like you said, it's not only for physical part, but it's mental. And if you just imagine that if I just cry all the time, like everyday crying, what happened to me? So that's the time that I know I need to keep going. I need to strong.
Take care of yourself
Take
as
care
well.
of myself. So being a caregiver, always remember, take care and love yourself.
Absolutely.
Also.
Right. And caregiving is not does not mean you do not take care of yourself. Right? It means you take care of them, but at the same time you take care of yourself as well.
But sometimes we forget that to look after ourselves because we are focused on our loved one. That's the thing happen. Many people misunderstand that. They say that, oh, I look after my parents, I look after my grandma. But when I say that, do you look after yourself?
That's the thing they forget.
That's the thing that we cannot give a good care.
True. Understand.
And I think the 4 aspects in life, that physical, emotional, social, financial, and spiritual, is really, really important. So look at ourselves first before we are trying to help others.
Absolutely. Now we're going to take another short break, and once we come back, we do have a couple more questions for Puan Faezah. And for all our listeners right now, we are talking about giving back, carrying forward, honoring our elders. With our guest today, who's the manager of Mesra Home Ampang and author, we'll be talking about a book before we end the interview later. But right now, let's get some music rolling, and we will be right back. And that was, of course, One Moment in Time by Whitney Houston right here on TRAXXfm. Of course, that song was requested by our guest today, Puan Faezah Ali. And today we're talking about giving back, carrying forward, and honoring our elders. All right. Right now, Puan Faezah, I just want to ask you, your journey at Mesra Home eventually became the inspiration for your writing, including Aku Penjaga Nenek. You also have it in English, I see.
Yes, it's a both.
Right. So, I am the caretaker of grandma. All right. So, what made you feel that these experiences and stories need to be put into a book, and what do you hope readers will take away after reading it?
Okay, I hope all the readers outside that who read my book, will get all the benefit after reading this book. Took back yourself. So that means this is one that I can share. Whisper of the heart, I am the caretaker of grandma. I love you every day, and now I will miss you every second. Deep. This is our story. A simple but deep taste. Who will be taken to death, to heaven. So, before we look after elders, don't forget ourselves. Love ourselves. So all the 3 books. This is about experience dealing with grandma, and this is about me myself as a caretaker, and how my journey is, and I need to keep going. And 2 years I stopped writing, but I start back with scribble of words. I am the caretaker of grandma, unspeakable longing, and I just finished my 4th book.
Wow!
Yeah, it's about what you call lantunan jiwa in Malay, and echoing of what?
What is jiwa in English
Jiwa,
again?
soul.
Soul?
Yeah, I need people to help me in translate to English.
Echoes of the soul.
Yes, echoes of the soul. I am the caretaker of grandma. So, with this book, hopefully can help the grandma, because our grandma is a group of asnaf, and I'm selling it for 50 ringgit. And we got Malay and English.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so
that is so cool. Right. So absolutely pleasurable to hear that you're doing all of this, and even more surprising that you were able to find the time to write. Because I know this is not just a job for you. You have to be there. You are their support. You are their pillar, and being able to write a book on top of that, amazing.
Okay, I should thank to my lovely husband, family, and all my friends.
What's your husband's name? You gotta say your husband's name.
My husband's name. Okay, Nenek called him Tok Janggut, and I think his name is Razali Muhammad.
You think his name is Razali Muhammad?
No, he's a Razali Muhammad. Yeah.
Okay lah.
I'm a bit nervous when we talk about my husband.
Oh.
So I've always forget. I think this has happened to all human. You see, we love ourselves, but I think sometimes husband is one of the strongest supporter lah, that always make me strong like this.
Yeah.
So he bring me out. He bring me to see worlds. So he teach me to be calm, sometimes slow down, and that's why we share our story as well together. The journey of our story. I am the caretaker of grandma. So please support, and please also read it for yourself.
Absolutely.
And good for our children.
I do like his Tok Janggut though, because I think we are both rocking the same thing. I just need to shave off my sides. So it's
the Tok Janggut story will be here.
The Tok Janggut story will be in the blue book. I am the caretaker of grandma.
Yes, because he's actually a rider, a big bike rider.
I can see.
And also a videographer.
Oh wow!
So that's why sometimes he said that, okay, you need a time off, and I bring you out. He bring me all over the world.
Oh, nice. That is so interesting. I'm glad that you have found your support and your pillar as well. And we are running out of time very quickly. Before we end, I would just like to ask if you could leave one message with every Malaysian listening today, especially younger people who still have parents or grandparents with them. What would you want them to remember about growing old, respecting our elders, and giving back while we still have the opportunity?
Okay, I think you mentioned that already. Aging is a journey. We will all take one day. Yeah. Do not wait until they are gone. Spend time more with them now, and love them, forgive them, serve them, and continue learning. follow me on
Yeah.
my TikTok.
What is your TikTok?
Penjaga Nenek.
Uh-huh.
And we also have run a workshop. So you guys, we can learn together.
Absolutely.
Join us.
Thank you so much, Puan. And we...
And Tok Janggut also have a nice place we call Kebun Cinta. That's a place that we are doing the workshop. So I love to share about love, knowledge, and
Caregiving.
caregiver.
All right. Thank you so much. And we hope to catch you again in the future. And for all our listeners out there, this has been a wonderful topic. And make sure that you guys, if you have not called your parents or seen your parents or, said hi to them in a while, it's time to do so. Right now, it is back to the music on Tracks. And today we spoke about giving back, carrying forward, honoring our elders with our guest, Puan Faezah Ali, the manager of Mesra Home Ampang and an author. Make sure that you get her books as well. Right now, more music coming away.